Hello. I don't like this. My name is Jonathan, as is my dumb channel name. I am sitting in the parking lot of my therapist's office. Yeah. I feel like I'm over Amberlynn, and I don't know. It's just she's so everything is getting too stupid. Like these accusations of her and the young people and the fucking maybe I'm being too forgiving, but I think she's just an idiot more than a predator. So I I saw that she broke up with Tommy. I am so confused because I thought that she would have broken up after she got back from Wisconsin or whatever. I I don't know. So it went on a lot longer than I thought. I'm not surprised that they broke up now. I just she's exhausting. Like she's just fucking exhausting. Currently, I've only seen stuff through other channels. Mainly Zachary Michael. He's been like the main one I've been watching. Karina's been upsetting me a little bit. And she's not important. What I saw though, and this might have been excuse me. This might have been on Alex's live because I was in there for like 15 minutes or something. Amberlynn was crying about how is she supposed to go to therapy and heal and all this other shit when people are saying bad stuff to her on the internet. And I need to go to Oklahoma and just shake her. Like, I don't actually want to do that. I don't want to go near her. I don't want to touch her. But it's like, I feel like at this point, like, we have to, like, just tie her to a chair and put her in therapy. Because nothing else is going to work. Nothing. Nothing at all. The thing is, though, is that, like, Amber, you're never going to fucking see this. I don't care. You need to stop paying attention. Like, the sphere of influence. There's this thing in therapy where, like, you have yourself, you have your, like, immediate surroundings, and then it's, like, other things, and there's another ring or some bullshit. You can only control this part, okay? And a little bit of the outside, like, you know, your surroundings and shit, like where you live, your home, blah, blah. I'm probably butchering this. The point is, the people on the internet, they're out here, okay? You're in here, and they're out here. You need to ignore them because to work on yourself, you need to focus in here. Is this clear? Am I just... I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? I just wanted to come here and record this dumb video in my car. Just a goddamn mess. You can see it. It's just covered in shit. What's funny is I say shit. Like, most of this is reusable bags, some water bottles, like a whole package of them, and like this is like my shit. Like there's a lantern in here and my windshield washer fluid. I don't know why I'm telling you this, except for the fact that I'm self-conscious. And yeah, Amber, you need to focus on yourself, okay? Like I said in previous videos, you are never going to have a meaningful relationship until you love yourself, go to therapy, work on yourself, like all this other shit. Which, yes, I'm in a long-term relationship and it scares the shit out of me because I have a lot of self-loathing and it probably causes a lot of my problems. Just so I don't feel like I'm being a hypocrite by talking about this because these are things that are important and it doesn't matter if I'm doing it or not. It matters that I am trying to highlight where she's going wrong. These things are hard, okay? It is really hard to change your behavior. It's really hard not to react emotionally when you have borderline personality disorder. I don't know about narcissistic personality disorder, but it's probably the same kind of shit, okay? I'm talking about BPD because that's what I know. My emotions, like, just something happens, they go up here. I've actually been doing something real stupid. I've been playing these AI chatbots. When I talk to this fucking thing, and it's like, it says things I don't like, and this is in the sense of like the story or whatever the hell, like, I feel it in my body. Like, my whole skin and face starts tingling, and I get upset. My chest will tighten up, like, all this different shit. And it's like, I've heard it, I've said it myself, that people with borderline, our emotional reactions are too strong. Okay? And then there's also the problem that we let our emotions control us because we don't know how to stop that. And that's like one of the parts of DBT is emotional regulation. And the thing is, though, is that you really can't get to that until you do mindfulness. Because mindfulness is the thing that's supposed to snap you like, oh, here's that emotion. Like, I need to just let it pass. Like, I'm going to feel it. I'm just going to sit with it. And then it's going to go. I can't do that. Oh, my God. I can't handle this because I can see, like, my phone's in front of me. I keep looking at my face because the camera's over here, and sometimes I feel like I'm a narcissist. I've had many people tell me that I'm not. I don't know. I just don't fucking know. I forgot what my point was. Oh, so no, I actually forgot because I was talking about she needs to ignore the people on the outside, and that's more of a CBT thing. I don't remember, and this doesn't matter what it's from. Anything that helps you is good. Okay? Anything that lets you have more control of yourself, your emotions, is good. It doesn't matter if it's CBT, DBT, EMDR, all this bullshit acronyms. And people are so hung up on the like, oh, it's this diagnosis or this diagnosis. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Okay? What's important is that these are the things that give you problems. You need to work on them. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the symptoms or behaviors or whatever the fuck you want to call it for the cluster B problems, they overlap a lot. Diagnosis doesn't matter because you just need to address the problem, okay? And this stupid book series by Terry Goodkind, the grandfather would always say, think about the solution, not the problem. So in this case, thinking about the diagnosis is the problem, okay? And yes, you have to think about the problem on how to solve it. But thinking about the problem in the sense of, oh my God, like, I have this bill to pay and I can't fucking pay it. And just sitting there wallowing in being upset about the bill is thinking about the problem. Instead of thinking, how can I pay this bill? Because then it'll make you feel better so you're not catastrophizing the fucking bill. Which is something I do. I'm being sued. All kinds of bullshit. I fucking lost my shit the other day because I live in Delaware. Okay? I moved here in 2021. I collect disability. Alright? There are tax breaks for property taxes for people on disability, for seniors, all kinds of shit. Delaware requires you to have lived here for 10 years before you're eligible for that. So, yeah, that's going to be like $1,200 for the next 7 years that I'm going to be paying. And yes, that's looking really far ahead into the future. I would like to not be on disability in 7 years, but, who knows? I'll be 45 by then. That's terrifying. No. 46. Oh, God, I'm old. The point is, we need to focus on solutions instead of wallowing in the problem. And I feel like that's something Amberlynn does. She wallows in the problem. Oh my God, I got broken up with. And that is obviously something bad. That is obviously something emotional. You need to get over it, all this other shit. But if you wallow in it, you're going to be upset forever. And in her case, instead of wallowing in it, she just like, well, I mean, I guess it's still, I don't know, all right? I'm just an asshole making videos, but to me, she expresses her pain by being a bitch. And I'm sure nobody would argue with me about that. So, by being a bitch, coming on here, trying to get sympathy, all this other shit, and it's just, stop it. Stop it, Amber. And I love it that Zachary keeps telling her to go to therapy. I love it that she DM'd him and he's like, go to therapy. And she's like, I have a consultation. It's like, go to it. Like, how far out is this fucking consultation? Like, it is really hard to find a therapist, okay? I will not deny that. But somehow, when I find one, like, it's like you go there in a week and then you go there every week afterwards. And for the love of God, Amber, go every fucking week. Like, you need to be there, all right? And the thing is that get an individual therapist and then get yourself signed up for a DBT group, class, whatever. Because I don't know how they all structure it, but how it was when I did it back in 2014 is you have a group, there's like 5-6 people, and then there's 2 people running the group, like 2 therapists, and they'll switch off, and because they work together. Like, you know, wrangling 5 people with BPD is probably not easy. So then you had group twice a week, and then you saw one of the one of the therapists would be like assigned to you, and you'd see them once a week. And what's funny is I have this really bad habit of saying that it didn't help me, I didn't learn from it, all this other stuff. That's actually bullshit, because I did learn some of it. The problem is that I have a hard time applying it. Also, while I was doing it, these are my stupid words, I was a depressed piece of shit at that time. I was having such a hard time just being there, doing stuff, and it ended by me yelling at the woman that ran the whole thing, Essie. And she would come in every day and talk about her wonderful vacations and her wonderful family and her wonderful life. And I was sitting there like, you know, living at my father's house, being told to leave 2 days a week so he could have sex with his whore girlfriend. And, you know, my family, like, were not very supportive of the problems I have and all this other shit. And it just, like, it felt like, why, like, you're throwing this in my face, all right? And yes, it was not right of me to, like, get upset about that, but it just, like, it was like, here I'm struggling so fucking much. I feel like I'm in the fucking mud, and you're, like, up on the pedestal. I'm so great. Why do I talk about this shit? See, this is the thing, is I get off on tangents, talking about myself so much. And yes, I'm sitting here in front of my fucking phone recording a video, but I do this with people. And that's why sometimes I'm like, am I a narcissist? Because I just talk and talk and talk, and I never shut up. So, I mean, that's probably a quality that would be good for YouTube, but I should probably be, like, focusing on my thoughts, you know? I mean, focusing my thoughts and structuring the things that I talk about, but no. So, it's time for me to go into my therapist, and because I just loved it when Michael said this, Zachary Michael, god damn it, my brain. Go to therapy, Amberlynn. www.pleasegototherapy.com. All right, goodbye.